Tüdüm. So, ist Aufzeichnung abgeschlossen. Was ist denn da? Da. Dun, dun, dun.
It seems we've reached a dead end.
Not to worry. There's another path this
Näher an der Wahrheit. Finde 30 Archiveinträge.
Here we are. Would you all please stand back?
Lass mich ran, immer so Robots.
Up ahead is the altar where Angra Mainyu lies sealed. We will no doubt find Lilith there already. A special ward warps time and space around Angra, making physical contact impossible. Let us hope Lilith has not breached it yet. We have only one shot at victory. I will strike the moment she calls.
Ich hoffe, da kommt noch ein Speicherpunkt für Heilungen bekommen. Achso, siehst du, ich kann erstmal das machen. Schmied hat was Neues, das Ziel verbissen. Also er kann ja jeden verbessern. HK-Leisten gewinnen. Davon hätte ich gerne noch eine. Was ist denn noch so? Sind die günstiger? Nö, die kosten einfach viel mehr. Ist da unten. Okay, es kostet 2 andere Ressourcen. Ja, ich hab's verstanden, entspann dich. Let's move, Lyria.
It's been so long. Finally, the dawning of salvation is upon us. The path will soon open. I wasn't expecting to see them again.
That's enough! Lyria's coming back with us!
Is that so? Id?
You're all talk! What happened to that stuff about protecting Lyria?
You know what to do.
Sehen die das nicht, dass er so einen Ring am Hals hat, wie sie hatte? Okay.
Of course. This was all your doing.
Mother!
Id, don't worry about me. Just focus on them.
I've been waiting for you to return and cast open a gate. So I can destroy Angra
Seine
Mainyu!
Mutter. Das erklärt es natürlich auch. Lass mich ran, das Astralbiss hier. Fight mit it. Oh yeah.
Look around. Do you honestly believe Lyria deserves any of this?
I believe in Mother's plan.
Granblue.
But that doesn't mean we'll back down either. Don't think so.
Granblue.
How's that?
Huh? Ich hab's sogar erwischt. Aber nicht.
Cold agony. But this time will be different.
Out of practice.
Come on!
It's so tough.
Did the damn thing, didn't we?
Understood.
Well, teamwork's kind of my thing.
Where is he getting this kind of power? The sheer concentration of magic is extraordinary.
I've always thought he was inhumanly strong, but inhuman magic to boot? What the heck is he?
Ist einfach wahnsinnig stark, das ist ja.
Fuji, Nicola! We're up.
Got you covered.
Cut them down. Ready for our next gig?
If you are.
Granblue.
Cover this much stronger. You picked the wrong crew to mess with, pal. Weird cult or ancient god, we always find a way to push through.
This ends now. Awaken.
Oh no.
Your dawn has arrived. Become my power!
Okay. Will jetzt zu Freeze oder was zum... Ja, der Freeze.
That's the advantage.
Flame that corrects instead of burns. How is that possible? The waves of power coursing through me. It's unlike any monster or primal beast I
Einfach
know.
direkt reingelaufen.
Pumped them full of destructo juice. I believe anything at this point.
No, you don't. If you're right, requiesce. Catalina,
For the pack!
into the army.
Captain, my turn now. Shine as one! Run as square!
Good hustle, people.
There's more where that
Do it
came from.
again!
Don't take your eyes off them!
It's our turn.
Leave it to me!
Big Town.
Free go.
Now's our chance. He shouldn't be able to access those corrupt powers for a while.
Das fällt jetzt schon wieder hoch. Den endgültigen Tod.
This is not what Lyria would want. Why do you fight us, Id?
Sucks to be you. I'm too young to be entombed beneath a castle. We gotta beat him quick.
Let's get you up.
Let's do this!
We'll conclude this.
We'll handle them.
Cool, Tino. Klar,
Roger, come on! Stay focused! We can defeat him!
Understood. Our offensive is clearly having an effect. Keep it up, everyone!
Back in the game.
What a terrifying torrent of mana. He filled this entire room in an instant.
Yep, that speed is a serious problem.
Oh, he can't just dash around all day, can he? We have to find his weak spot. It's gonna be all right.
That was a close one.
Want a treat? Yeah, a little up.
All support!
Got your cover.
That was great, everyone.
I owe you much.
Not bad.
Feeling light.
super. 2 hochwertige, dann können wir eine Waffe upgraden. Das ist doch super.
Is he actually down?
Let's just get to Lyria.
Okay, das interessiert uns jetzt auch noch, ne? Geht einfach weiter. Ja. Auch in einem Wurmloch. Lyria!
Hi, everyone. You came to get me.
Look up!
Krass, Goku vs. Freezer.
Not if I kill you
Komm
first.
schon. Zeig mir, du kommst wieder und überzeuge mich.
All of you run! Get away from here while you still can!
Worrying about the rain while drowning in the sea. You always were such a careless one.
Oder hätte er sie nicht damals besiegt? Hat er das nicht gesagt?
Cast open, gates to worlds beyond. Angra mine you!
I won't let you do this!
Did he just...
He's gone. Damn. Guess we're next. Get ready.
Ja, dann alles voll.
Primal beast
Hab
who
gar
destroyed
nichts
space
gesagt.
itself. I can't believe it overpowered Roland so easily.
Jo.
Get desperate. Stay vigilant.
You sky dwellers are all
ist denn
believers,
das?
and I
Wo
am
treiben wir hier an? Piraten.
My coming is your death. Even Astreus was no match for me.
Dementsprechend
I could likely
so.
blow you over with a single breath.
That's it! Don't help me out, like, get away with your nasty scheme. Put up your dues. Your days of exploiting the Sky Realm are over. Any last words?
Lyria, Burn, stay back. Things are bound to get serious.
Okay. Be careful, Catalina. I'm not much of a fighter. If I notice anything suspicious, I'll tell ya.
Warte, Lyria hilft uns wieder.
I can sense that it's here and yet not. That must be part of its power.
Like the lamb to the slaughter.
No.
So innocent.
Tötet sie jetzt bestimmt.
Captain, please, protect Lyria at all costs.
No, they're good. Want a drink? Answer me! What did you do?
Ich sehe schon, das wird wieder ein Kampf, den wir nicht gewinnen sollen.
If only you Skylanders had come to your senses, all of this could have been avoided. You are not worth the air you breathe.
This'll show up, dirty bastard!
Return to the void.
You let go of me, or I'll come back and haunt your ass!
Don't count me out. Now, the time begins. No, not again. This is wrong. How do we stop her?
You still think you can stop me? What a quaint thought. I'm afraid
Scheinbar
you're
denken wir das so.
options. Now, join your lost friends on the other side.
No one gives a crap about your evil plan. Just give our friends back. Hear me? Ready to go.
What a great little worm.
We're gonna make you pay. There's no way you'll get away with this. Burn!
Now, dear Captain, you deserve to be rewarded above all others for bringing the shaman to my doorstep. Bear witness as your entire world crumbles. Should I see you in the next?
I'll see you.
I'll take the front line. It will be too soon.
This is it. Captain, look after my back.
Decimate!
Why?
Okay.
Please, don't take me away again.
Oh, Lyria. Poor little bird, trapped by these skies. Let me whisk you away on a journey. Aboard the Ark of Angra Mainyu.
It's not over. Not yet. You can save us. I know it.
Now, as for you, the shaman's other half. Id, explain yourself.
Mother, you told me to protect Lyria. But this? Why this? This isn't what you said! Why did Lyria?
Calm yourself, Id. Angra Mainyu has been revived. Thus, the shaman's role is complete. Consequently, your duty as her guardian is no longer needed.
But Mother, please!
Temper, Id. It almost sounds as if you disagree with me.
Wird er jetzt auch
My lonely
ausgelöscht?
child, you're no better than these interlopers.
Forget about me! Focus on your Link!
Here, with you.
If she means that much to you, then my best laid plans may very well crumble. Adversity only seems to push you towards victory. After all, you must be confident you can prance out of here as the hero. Don't be. Humdrum tales of heroism and gallantry have no place on my shelf. Let us finish this charade.
Was? Erstreut erneut, wird nicht siegen.
Shining blade, the sword of Eos.
Ich weiß halt nicht mal, was ich angreifen muss.
Atreus to leave you a parting gift.
Die Hände wieder. Okay.
You cannot possibly mean to use it against Angra, mind you. A mere sky dweller should not have the magical reserve to wield it.
Fight without fear!
What is this blue light?
Finden wir doch heraus, was dieses blaue Licht ist.
Panacea! How's this? There!
Where is that blue light coming from?
How's this?
Gut, kämpfen wir wieder gegen deine Hände.
How's this? Rain from above! Panacea!
Gone.
Oh.
Lightning with her. Do
Leave
you
defense to
still
me!
live?
Ach so, alles klar. Jetzt.
Enough!
Du, die sind doch noch gar nicht fertig miteinander. Was passiert jetzt? Lyria.
Lyria! Lyria!
Okay.
Primeval dragon, child of darkness and flames. Thy name is Bahamut!
Jarl.
Let's do this, Lyria!
Right behind.
Da ist der schon. Okay. Okay, gut.
Have to destroy.
Schade.
We did it!
Yeah!
Ist das? Oh. Ist normal.
Do it, Bahamut!
Bahamut! Summon forth Dark Bane! Free our skies!
Oh, das sieht ganz aus nach Badensmeißen. Erneut verbinden.
Is everyone?
That sucked.
Oh. Catalina!
Lyria? Where are we?
Seed Hollow Castle, I think.
It appears the captain and Lyria restored everything back to normal.
Way to go, Captain!
Man, it's hard keeping up with you young bucks. Always stealing the thunder.
Well done, Cap.
Where's Vern?
To is
You for a second. I totally knew you'd kick butt.
I think we can safely say, all's well that ends well.
I want to apologize to everybody. Even though I couldn't control myself, I could still see everything that was happening. All the scary stuff I did, I was powerless to stop it. I wasn't sure if it was a dream.
That wasn't you, Lyria.
You all still came to save me. After what I did to everyone, to Catalina, and especially to you.
It's okay now.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dry your tears, Lyria. You're back with us now. There's nothing to fear.
Catalina.
I'm home.
Roland! I'll just use you as the fuel source then.
No, I won't let history repeat itself.
Now I understand. You're all influenced by the singularity. But fate set in motion can't be stopped. You will come to understand the depths of the astral realm awaits the fruits of my research.
Stop. If you open the gate to the astral realm, Angra was sealed for a reason. Does that mean nothing to you?
Let me ask you this instead. Why do you care so much about these skies? They're so full of heartache and despair. Worries that shall be long eclipsed by the providence of a new order.
You're blind, Lilith. Blind to their kinship. Blind to their hopes and dreams. There are things in this world that mean more than power or...
Fix it, dude.
No, Astraeus. All that is obvious to me, and you're as guilty of the same sins as the rest of these fools. Hear my voice. Deliver us from grief and sacrifice. Fulfill my salvation.
Da ist er wieder. Das hat uns ja viel gebraucht.
where I shall build my bridge to the astral realm. Salvation follows at my heels. The sky will fall and the stars will ascend. Utopia is within my grasp.
Are we back at the altar?
Would seem so.
Everybody, run!
Und was hat Ed jetzt vor? Kapitän, nein, Meinungsverschiedenheiten.
Look! What is that? I don't know. It just came out of nowhere. The end? Hurry! Get a grip. Go link up with Dagger's group. Yes, sir. How's the second district holding up? I see him! Over there!
Oh no, the city's falling to pieces. Hey, I think we need to tell Zothba about Roland.
Markers sind verfügbar. Ne. Du hast ne Quest. Hammer. What the fuck?
Oh no.
Also haben wir nicht, okay. Ich dachte schon so, what the...
Ready for some action?
Einfach 300 Punkte. Geschenkt bekommen.
Open sesame.
Hammer.
Just what I needed.
Mhm.
Ready for some action?
Ja, na. Golden Schlüssel. Eine Cobra besiegen. Hier. Mhm. Den ist das zum Sammeln.
Very neat.
Schwertschleife, dem. Mhm.
Let's kick some tail.
Ferner ist schon noch da.
Let's see.
Daneben so. Sie haben keinen
Guess we
Platinschlüssel.
gotta come back after we
Kommen Sie
find
wieder,
the
wenn
key.
Sie einen Platinschlüssel haben.
Not bad.
Combo-Bonus und Mut. Mhm. Da kriegt man immerhin schon mal Runde.
Work hard, play. Hi. Daddies ain't got nothing on you. Very neat.
Das ist echt dumm, ne? Das ist ja weiter oben, oder? Das glaube ich schon. Bin ich nicht.
Open sesame. Hey, nice.
Ja, weil ich diese Kiste öffne. Gibt's hier noch irgendwas? Sieht nicht so aus. Das war noch eine Kiste. Irgendwer hier hat noch eine Nebenmission. Oh.
This'll be interesting. Mission complete.
Mission complete. ...220, okay. Gucken wir hier nochmal, ob wir da noch irgendwas Cooles bekommen. Wo wird das Refinium? Link ein plus 3. Nicht. Und auch nichts. Goldzauberbuch, Ambrosia. Mit 15, alles klar. Okay. Ja, sind sich durch. Hell yes. Erstmal gehen wir zum Tauschen. What now? Hallo. Mir so Schwindel, Lähmung, Trirad, diese Knochen. Was sind die jetzt Level 30? Die sind sogar Level 35, was geht ab? Ja, ich hätte halt den ganz gern. Oder Percival. Das wäre auch cool. Ja, das lese ich eh nicht vorher. Die ist nicht cool. Steht auch nicht. Ja, komm. I chose you.
Heard you've needed my blade.
Nein.
If anybody can save the day, it's your turn.
Welcome. I
Welcome.
can make any weapon you want.
Natürlich haben wir kein Ehrensiegel. Wow. Nee, Waffe verbessern. Die von Gran bitte einmal. Ist das seine Dings?
Got an order for a new weapon? Temper in your weapons?
Das können wir noch gar nicht verbessern. Na dann. Wollen wir das wohl nicht. Weißt du was? Wir können noch mal wieder, wenn wir die Nebenquests gemacht haben bei der Gundam.
Need something? This one?
Was Neues? Nicht? Nicht. Gibt's noch mal eine Karte? Okay. 2000. Mhm. 2, 4. Ich hätte gerne Ehrensiegel. Zumindest das Ding haben. Verkaufst du das? Ja, verkaufst du Ehrensiegel? Nein? Das ist ja blöd. Wie weit ist der eigentlich jetzt in der Meisterschaft? Holla. Hallo. Da, ja, doch. Fast bis ganz unten, oder? Ja. Ist hier dann auch, oder? Dann. Ja. Okay, dann machen wir die Schicksalsepisoden.
Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a lone swordsman famed for his two-sword style. He became a legend after fighting over 10,000 battles, and the mere sound of his name struck fear into the hearts of his enemies.
Ziemlich großer Spaß.
Whenever he appeared in town, ne'er-do-wells were said to scramble away like spiders, fleeing the light. Prospective fighters began to seek out the swordsman, and thus he gained quite the following of disciples. Amongst them, some were so strong they could crush warships with a single strike. One could do worse when choosing students of the martial arts. So the master abandoned the battlefield for the mountains, where he could train his beloved disciples in peace. There was one disciple who quickly stood leagues above the rest. It took her only a matter of days to master the most complicated techniques. She grew at an astonishing rate into one of the most powerful fighters the master had ever seen.
Kapitel,
But more
oder?
impressive than her wits
Kapitel 9,
or her
ne?
aptitude was the strength of her conviction.
Game
Every day, the top disciple begged for harder training, and the master was willing to reward her passion with the very depths of his knowledge. And that's why. Why? Oh, skies help me. That's why when the master found out his top disciple had betrayed him, she went rogue, forcing some of the other disciples to do her bidding. Eventually, the master caught up with her, and they fought a deadly battle. When the dust settled, the top disciple's sword arm hung limp and unusable. It was a bittersweet victory, as the master knew what must come next. He readied his blade, preparing to release her to the afterlife. But he couldn't force himself to make the cut. Not after all he had poured into this girl. Not after failing her so. Thus, he laid down his weapon and promised to live his remaining days in penance and regret. Oh, how our good intentions cloud even the most prescient vision. Having thrown away his name, his blade, and his path, he set out back into the world. But this...
Okay. Weiter geht's.
Time passed, and the swordsman found himself atop a different mountain, where he learned he had a knack for fishing. Suited him just fine. Bass for breakfast, salmon for supper, and naps in between. Yep, it suited him just fine. It was the quiet, healing life of a hermit. Sometimes, when he needed supplies, he would go down to the village and train the locals in a little sword work. That made his coin purse jingle again. But this peace wasn't to last for the swordsman. He discovered his top disciple was back to her wicked ways, and, sword in hand, He vowed to conclude her story. This was his true purpose for traveling with the crew. Though the young captain never suspected the little Harvan fisherman was harboring such a dark secret.
Bestimmt. Tadam. Wir können über den gehen. Bis dahin. Nee, das haben wir noch nicht. Also bis dahin. Okay.
The former disciple's latest victim had been a simple man from a remote mountain area, cut down, somehow without the use of her sword. A real shame that one more innocent life lost before its time. The swordsman asked the crew to make haste to the village. When he saw the murdered man's corpse, such was the carnage that he could barely keep from averting his eyes. It was his weakness, his cowardice, that cost this poor man's life. But this time, instead of wallowing in pity, he would don his white uniform of old and atone. He called it his burial garb, and it represented his fearlessness on the battlefield. If he were dressed to meet death face to face, what more could his foes do to intimidate him? Of course, his crewmates tried to reason with him, concerned he might throw his life away to make up for the wrongdoing of another. But the Swordmaster was determined. He had vowed to stop his former disciple, whatever risk that entailed. So, when finally the moment of reckoning had come, the Master gripped his blade, ready to strike down his favorite. Before he could do the deed, however, his resolve crumbled. His emotions were too strong. The Master's former youngest disciple, with his two newest pupils watching from the sidelines, rushed to aid him. Ironically, it was the youngest disciple who struck down the fiend in place of the Master. The swordsman was lost in grief, but his newfound champion told him this was for the best. After all, such an old life deserved the rest of its days to be spent in peace.
Okay.
After joining up with the crew, I've had some helter-skelter days, let me tell you. So when we arrived in Zega Grande, I knew I needed to get myself some fishing done. Found a nice quiet pond and dropped my line. Bless me taters. Must have been hours past, but no. Finally, I decided to pull up my rod and check if the bait was still hardy. But there weren't no baits, no hook, and no fish. Only a lonely little bite. Right, well, what about me traps? I was halfway through the search when I realized, blast, I left them in the lodge. But it was too late in the noon to go back for them, and I had other business to attend to, like getting back to the pond and staring out at the clear water. In that moment of stillness, the fishies swam out of their hiding spots. There were big ones and little ones, and the whole school of them reminded me of my teaching day. Each of my disciples was unique in their own right. Had me some slow learners and some fast ones, some goody two-shoes and some real punks. I learned me some good lessons from those kids. My top student, Grace, never wavered in her particular sense of justice, and her commitment to her training was Range, my youngest pupil. Lost his way for decades after leaving my tutelage, but he ended up killing Grace in my stead. They say the Master extracts potential from the student, but I fear I've ruined more young lives than I've helped. Makes a fisherman wonder how they all would have turned out had he just kept well enough to himself. I turned Grace into a monster. Not a day goes by I don't regret honing her skills. Unfortunately, she had the gift and the gumption to go far, and I exhausted. If only I had focused more on the why of my teachings rather than the what. Huh? I swore I felt a nibble at my rod, but they pulled it up, there was nothing to be found. That was odd. I was getting antsy. Maybe it was because I forgot the traps, but I couldn't relax just sitting there anymore. I decided to see the mind is like a creek. You want to keep it healthy, you gotta keep the waters from stagnating. But sharing them too much, I decided to head to Sierra's shack and replace some fishing gear, hopefully restoring my brain pond in the process. But just as I was dipping it, to my surprise, they were my crewmates, picking up a package. Said they were bored at the inn and asked if they could come fishing with me. Youngsters so bored they wanted to go fishing? First time for everything, huh? While I was hammering out the finer points of fly casting with the captain, Sierra Carte piped up. Said she'd come across a pretty tasty rumor.
Yep. Apparently there's a legendary fisherman in the skydom that people have started calling the Fisher God.
I'd heard rumors like this one before, and they always
Yeah,
stank
oh my
like fish
God.
guts. Catching 10 fish with one cast, netting a whole consortium of crabs. By yourself? Yeah. If I had a fin for every story like this, I'd be a pretty scary sea monster by now. Then again, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. There's a scale of truth to every story. So there must be a reason they call this person the Fisher God. Guess you might say my interest was piqued. Because if this fella were half as good as me, he'd make a mighty fine rival. And maybe that's just what I needed.
Okay. So, dann machen wir kurz so.